Yo, salute to all my Virility Kings right now. That's on the live. Salute to every last one of y'all, man. I'm excited. Super excited about this episode. This episode is going to be super lit. I think it's going to really open up a lot of guys' eyes. Y'all know I'm your testosterone coach. But, this is going to really help us understand and grow to learn and know about estrogen, okay? Because estrogen is very important. Just as well as testosterone. Estrogen and testosterone is super duper important. So we have to take these hormones seriously regardless. All right. So look, y'all already see the title. This is episode 7 to the Virility Kings podcast, guys. Literally where I'm helping my men, okay, grow in terms of embracing their masculinity, also improving mentally, physically, emotionally, sometimes spiritually, and pretty soon financially, guys. This is literally for men. This is literally for all my men. I'm just to try to bring as much value as I can from my fellow men and, build this brotherhood so that we can all keep growing. All right. I feel like that's what's wrong with men today in 2021. We lack that type of camaraderie. Not to say that there isn't camaraderie in the world, but I just feel like we need more of that. So this is me building it. All right. So y'all see the title on this episode, and the title is Too Low Estrogen Symptoms, right? Pretty much to know if your estrogen is too low. Y'all have to understand how important this is. If your estrogen is too low, you're going to really have some serious issues, guys. Now, y'all, I'm going to adjust my light over here, y'all, because I'm just not feeling this lighting. Got me looking like I'm a ghost in this. I'm too dark to be looking like a ghost on here, y'all. But look, while I'm getting this lighting situated, go ahead and put in the chat where y'all from real quick, man. Salute KC. What up? What up? Salute F.W. Salute 100% peace. Go ahead, guys. If you just came to the video, go ahead and throw a like on the video if you're excited to get into this material about how to know when your estrogen levels are too low. Go ahead and put a like on the video. Also, go ahead and throw where you from in the chat while I get this lighting situated, because I'm not really feeling looking like a ghost on here, dog. I'm looking like a brolic, deep voice Casper the Friendly Ghost out this motherfucker. I gotta fix this. All right? So let me fix this. While I'm fixing it, y'all go ahead and put where y'all from in the chat. All right. Salute Delaware. What up? Salute NYC. What up? What up? I got people out there. Salute. If y'all ever listen to my accent, that's why I kind of got like a slight New York accent, man, because I got people out there. All right. Oh shit. No, look now. You know what? Fuck it. This is actually better right here. That light was kind of had me looking like I was, about to come out the cut. Like, boo! So yeah, salute, man. Salute to New York City. I love New York City. It's an awesome city, man. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely awesome, man. Love New York City. It's a dope city. Desmond Davis. See, I told you last summer, one of your videos, now you see. Charlotte, North Carolina. Salute. I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina, man, so I love Charlotte, North Carolina. I grew up there, so I know all about that wave. I know all about Queen City. I could tell you the cuts. I could tell you the whatever you need to know. But anyway, yeah, I love Charlotte, North Carolina, man. And if you just hopped on this video, go ahead and throw a like on the video. This is going to be very interesting. Y'all can go ahead and look forward to hearing about symptoms and signs of men having too low estrogen. There's a huge, pretty much a thought process and even like a narrative that, men, you need to kill all your estrogen. Kill it. Kill estrogen. Kill it. Estrogen is a demon, right? Estrogen is a very, very important hormone in your body. And when I go into these symptoms, you're going to be like, damn, I didn't realize how important estrogen was. I actually need estrogen in my body. So I'm excited about going into this stuff, guys, all right? F.W. said, I've been taking Virility for a couple weeks. Amazing stuff. Salute to all my Virility Kings, man. I'm loving it. I'm so excited and so happy about Virility, man, and what it's doing. I'm glad to hear that you're having that great experience, man, up in New York. Man, that's awesome, man. Talk to as many guys or as many friends as you can up in New York, man, to spread the wave. Another thing I want to say, too, I don't want to get too far off topic, but guys, don't be embarrassed about taking a testosterone booster. Let me tell you why. Because all men can benefit from a testosterone support supplement. I know I call it a testosterone booster, guys, but I built this to be a testosterone support supplement. All right. So essentially, men who struggling with their testosterone being low, or even men who has decent testosterone or average testosterone, this is just going to help optimize your testosterone levels and your overall hormonal health. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I created this. It don't just deal with testosterone. It deals with testosterone. It deals with aromatase. It deals with estrogen levels. It deals with balancing cortisol. It deals with your hormonal health overall. So, guys, don't be embarrassed. Talk to other men, man. Talk to other men. Tell them, yo, man, I'm taking this dope supplement, man. It's increasing my energy. It's, I feel more, this is what I'm hearing from guys, and this is what I'm experiencing too. Mental clarity. I'm sleeping better. I feel more energized when in the gym. I don't feel like I need to go get pre-workout, caffeine, and all this. I feel good. Share that information, man. Share that information with other men. And the reason why I say this, guys, is because pretty soon I'm going to have an incentive for all my guys that's taking Virility. I'm going to do an incentive, and you'll be able to make some money. So this is a way that I'm giving back, and I'm sharing the bag with y'all too. I'll probably work out a dope deal like 20-30%, man, every sale that you get. You see what I'm saying? So that's powerful. That's on the way. So guys, don't be ashamed about taking this, man. If anything, it really makes you that dude because you're taking responsibility for your health. You're taking responsibility for your hormonal health. A lot of men out here are lagging because they don't even think about their hormonal health. They're just like, yo, I'm going to just get fucked up. I'm going to drink. I'm going to go to the club. I'm going to try to smash as many bitches as I can. Excuse my language. I'm going to just go in and go out. And then they 33 and they dick can't even stand up. You see what I'm saying? They can't even get their joint up. So spread the word, y'all, and spread it in a way that is very encouraging. Or shoot, just send them to my channel. Just send them to my channel if they feel like, I don't know, boom, boom, boom. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get into this material, man, because y'all know how I get when I get going. F.W.100, he said, we lose testosterone as we get older. Facts. Super facts. That's a fact. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this material, guys. I know y'all excited about it, but we have to know about estrogen. It's very important. Estrogen is a super important. It's just as important as testosterone. All right. So as I'm going through this material, you guys will have the option to ask me questions. If y'all want to ask questions while I'm going over the material, it's 100% up to you. I will get to those questions when I take little breaks with the material. And once I finish the material, I'll go over all the questions. I ain't leaving this live until I go over all the questions, unless we be on here for a mad long time. So feel free to chat, comment in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If you want to support what I'm doing, support the Virility King movement, do a super chat. You know what I'm saying? However you want to do it, it's greatly appreciated either way it goes, guys. I'm just here to bring y'all value and to continue that and to keep that flowing. Also, we're streaming on Spotify, guys, so you'll be able to go back and listen to this whole thing on Spotify. A lot of announcements. Different things that's going to come to the podcast soon. I'm going to be doing some interviews of some people that you guys may know or may have heard of, or maybe even some people that you don't know or never heard of. Also, I'm going to be bringing some of my Virility Kings onto the podcast. I'm going to be doing some advice episodes, relationship advice episodes, also Virility review episodes. So I'm bringing guys on there just talking about their experience with Virility. So it's a lot of stuff on the way for this podcast, guys. So I'm super happy about that. And I think a lot of guys are going to be blessed with the information that's going to come out of this podcast, y'all. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start getting into this content, guys, and into this valuable information about estrogen, the demon hormone that a lot of us have been tricked into believing, but really estrogen is super duper important, and it's just as important as testosterone. It's a sex hormone. They're both sexual hormones in the endocrine system. All right. So it's very important that you accept that, guys, as men. All right. Now look, first and foremost, as a male, right, you may not have realized before that your body produces estrogen, right? When you was younger, you wouldn't think about that shit. You may be more familiar with testosterone. A lot of us are way more familiar with testosterone, which is the hormone most associated with men and with the male sex. Obviously, we need testosterone, more testosterone than women. That is the only difference, guys. That's what makes us men. That's what makes us more masculine than women physically, right? Now, look, healthy levels of testosterone are super duper important. There are a number of benefits for men, including protection from autoimmune diseases, autoimmune diseases, bone health, mental health. However, estrogen is equally as important for men. Okay? Keep this in y'all head. I want y'all to let this drill and sit in your head, man. I want y'all to be in the bed before you go to sleep and be like, thinking about it like, yo, estrogen is just as important as testosterone. I got to remember that. It's very important, guys, as men. We got to know that, all right? It needs to balance out right with your testosterone levels. It needs to for optimal health, guys. This is the hormone most associated with the female sex, of course, but both sexes have a mix of both in their bodies. It's very powerful. Okay, it just when I think about estrogen and testosterone, I literally think man, woman, right? And the reason why I think about this, if we really want to look at it scientifically, but in a logical sense as well, you look at a man, right? You see the features that a man has. You see me. You see what I'm looking at. You see my chest, you know what I'm saying? Striations and all that in the chest, right? You see I have a bigger size. You hear my voice is deeper. I got balls. Y'all don't need to see that to know that, but got balls, all that, right? That's testosterone, okay? And then you look at a woman, and most women, some women do have deeper voices than others. I think that got a lot to do with testosterone, guys. But you look at a woman's body, average woman, what does she have? She got breasts, she got titties, you know what I'm saying? She got subcutaneous fat in areas like, say, the hips, the thighs. You see a woman's hips come out a little wider than a man's hips. These differences, guys, these differences. When I look at my daughter, my baby girl, she's only 4. She just turned 4. But when she was 2, she was walking and was switching with a little walk, a little switch, a little feminine switch, right? This is what I mean, guys. That's estrogen, all right? That's feminine. That's the picture in my mind that I had to embrace and accept the more and more I grew in this knowledge, right? That's what pretty much explains estrogen and testosterone in my own mindset. And I think it makes a lot of sense. So we gotta consider that. That's why it's in both sexes, because believe it or not, men need a little bit of estrogen or some estrogen, and women need some testosterone. There's even info that shows that when women's testosterone levels are too low, they have low sex drive. So that's deep, ain't it? I'm going to get into some of these side effects, or not even really side effects, just symptoms of low estrogen for men, all right? Very important. Very, very important that we understand this concept, okay? Now, the first one, and before I go fully deep into it and delve all the way deep into it, right? There are similarities with high estrogen and low estrogen in men, right? There are also similarities in low testosterone and low estrogen in men. There are also similarities in high estrogen and low testosterone in men. This is where it can be a bit difficult to, really figure it out, or really like understand, like, yo, what's going on with me? Is my estrogen too low? Is my testosterone too low? Like, what the fuck is, or is my estrogen too high? Do I have estrogen dominance? There are certain different things. If y'all want, I'm gonna need y'all to comment some things to talk about. I'm gonna need y'all to comment some questions or comment on my videos or whatever, and let me know if y'all want an estrogen dominance video, because I'll definitely do an episode on estrogen dominance. Like this video if y'all want to see that. I'll work on that. But there are close similarities to low testosterone, high estrogen, and low estrogen all across the board. I just want to put that out there. And this is important to get your levels checked, to get your hormonal levels checked. All right. I'm in the process of getting things situated to where I'm going to be able to cultivate and create a at-home test where you guys can actually get your levels tested and checked at home. And I'm working on that, y'all. I'm working. Y'all know when I say I'm working, I'm working. But I know that that'll help a lot of us out, a lot of my guys out, a lot of my kings out, because it'll really, really give us an understanding of where we stand in terms of our hormones, which is very important for men just as well as women. All right. We got to stop neglecting our hormones and thinking, oh, that's soft, man. Men and women deal with hormonal issues. All right. For a lot of reasons. I'm not going to go into that right now. First symptom is fatigue and tiredness. Fatigue and tiredness is the first symptom of low estrogen levels. All right. Now, look, if you have low estrogen levels, you might experience constant fatigue. Okay. Sometimes this fatigue may, even fade in and out. Mostly as the day progresses, though, it gets worse. But sometimes, you might feel like, all right, bet I'm energized. Let's go. And then you're ready to go to the gym. And the next thing you know, you're like, oh, man, God damn. Bro, I'm tired as hell. I'm not even going to be able to do it. I don't care what I do. I can go get a whole tub of pre-workout right now and throw it in my face. I'm not going to be able to do anything. Guys, this is a symptom. This is definitely one of the symptoms, feeling tired and fatigued. All right. This can exhibit itself as tiredness during your, day-to-day life. Or you may oversleep a lot. Like you may find yourself like in the bed and you've been in the bed for at least 8 hours, going on 9 hours, and you still like, yo, I'm tired, man. Like I'm still tired. Even though I've been in bed for 9 hours. This is definitely another sign. Okay. This is definitely another sign. You may also notice that you take a lot of a nap. You chilling for a minute, or you on the couch or something, or you watching a movie with your lady or whoever you with, and next thing you know, you knocked out, you gone, like sleep. This is a symptom. This could potentially be a symptom of low estrogen. All right. Look, you might even be in such a deep sleep that you sleep right through like alarms. Like you so knocked out, you so gone that you done slept through the whole alarm. The alarm been going in there 45 minutes and you just now waking up and looking, you like, damn, I ain't even hear that joint. Guys, these are signs, and this is a sign of your estrogen potentially being too low. That and the deepest thing about that is, and the dynamic of low or high estrogen is they kind of mirror each other. Some of the symptoms kind of mirror each other a bit, but I'm gonna go more in depth in that. All right. Now, the lack of sleep and the low levels of estrogen can both lead to depression, irritability, all these different things, like just a connection of irritability, depression, anxiety, just from having lack of sleep, like just from your sleep being low, right? Pretty much it's a vicious cycle. That's the best way I could put it. It's a very vicious cycle because, you're tired, but you don't feel like you're getting enough sleep. You feel super fatigued. So now you're you dealing with feelings of not feeling like you're getting enough sleep, and then here come irritability. Now you irritated. Then here come, depression. Now you feel low. Now you feel like you don't have enough energy. That's why I push virility, guys, because a lot of the times why men feel depressed or low, it's simply because they just don't feel energized enough to get moving. When we move, when we do kinesthetics, when we're doing things that our body was built to do, when we're not staying stationary and we constantly being busy moving, guess what that's doing? That has positive effects on testosterone and hormones, right? Unless we're overdoing it, unless we're hurting ourselves. But this is what makes this a vicious cycle. Because if you're sleeping and you're in the bed for a certain amount of time, but you still feel like you're not getting any sleep or any rest, now you're going through these other things, these other feelings, these other issues. All right. So think about that. All right. Now, like I was saying earlier, guys, it's very difficult to tell specifically if that's coming from that. The only way to really, really know is by getting your levels checked. And if y'all just hopped on the video, go ahead and smash that like button. Just do it. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Do it for the algorithm. Do it for, me, do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Do it just because you can do it. Just be thankful that you functionally can move your finger and tap something. You know how many people out there can't even do that? Tap that like. Anyway, it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? It's very difficult to tell the difference between feeling under the weather, and the symptoms of low estrogen or, you know, any of these situations. It's real easy to mix it up. It's real easy to be confused. It's real easy to be like, all right, bet, man, I'm going through these feelings. Am I sick? Is something wrong with me? What's going on? That's why it's always good to really check to make sure. All right. Look, all right, I'm going to answer something real quick. Abraham Igunma, he said, please recommend some good testosterone products to buy. Abraham Igunma, I'm going to tell you one of the best. And I'm not just saying this because it's my shit. I'm not just saying it because it's mine. I'm saying this because of my experience and all the other men's experience that's taken it. I mean, it's amazing. It's super amazing, but you definitely need to grab you some Virility. All right. And the link is in the description. It is the #1 world's best testosterone supplement, testosterone support supplement right now, in my personal opinion. And the world is going to see it's going to take time for the whole world to get it, to experience it. Men all over the world are going to be like, yo, this is amazing. But I highly recommend Virility. I love it. And like I said, we're just getting nothing but good reviews with Virility. And I'm super excited about that. I'm happy about that. All right. So guys, that's the first one. That's the first symptom. All right. First symptom is just feeling tired, feeling fatigued. You're like, man, oh God, I'm tired. Kind of like that sleepy tired. You know what I'm saying? Like why are you sleepy? You know damn well you slept for at least 9 hours in the bed, but you still feel sleepy. Maybe because your estrogen is too low. All right. Now, here's another big one. Here's a big symptom, right? Bone wastage and a buildup of fat. All right. Say that one more time. Bone wastage and a buildup of fat. All right. Now look, another one of the key symptoms of low estrogen levels are the physical changes that affect your body, right? You're gonna know, man. You're gonna know when something ain't right or when you're hormonally imbalanced. You're gonna know because you're gonna start going through changes and you're gonna be like, yo, what the hell is going on with me? What's wrong with me? You understand? In specifics, you'll suffer from bone wastage, which can cause feelings of weakness and pain in your bones. Okay. You may find it harder to work out or exercise as you used to and feel drained without putting much effort into your regimen, right? That's a big sign of like bone wastage. Like if you're noticing a lot of bone pain, when you lifting, say you bench pressing or say you hitting the squat, you just don't feel you feel super drained way sooner than you normally feel drained. Like normally you can go to the gym for 45 minutes to an hour, but in that first 20 minutes, you're like, yo, I'm drained. Like I'm not feeling this. My bones hurt. I just don't feel right. It might be a sign. All right. There might be a clear indication and sign of low estrogen. All right. Fat can pretty much begin to accumulate fast in various places of your body, right? You might notice around the stomach area, the stomach region first. That's like the biggest sign and telltale sign, right? Pretty much the reason why is because a lot of us men carry most of our fat in our stomach. All right. And that's usually where aromatase loves to sit. If you don't know what aromatase is an enzyme that literally converts your androgens into estrogen, right? But in this case, obviously, I mean, if your estrogen is too low, it really don't even matter about the aromatization at that point. I mean, if your estrogen is super low, that's a good sign. If you notice that you got a lot of belly fat going, right? But you have a good idea that your estrogen may be low or it's not high, then that's a good sign. But that's a real big sign though. Just fat growth. You're noticing fat in certain areas, your stomach, your thighs. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I meant when I said it earlier. It can mirror high estrogen symptoms. It can mirror estrogen dominance, right? Because estrogen dominance, that's a sign, that's a symptom. Fat in your butt, fat in your stomach, fat in your weight, your thighs, fat in your hips. You see what I'm saying? Just fat in areas when you don't need to be having fat. Like if you start jumping up and down, right? And you ain't even a fat dude. Like you ain't even a fat dude. You actually have a slight lean build, or you actually have, like you ain't super fat. If you jump up and down and your ass is jiggling, that might be a sign, bro. If you're doing push-ups, you get down and doing push-ups and your ass is jiggling, looking like you twerking and shit while you doing push-ups, that may be a sign, man, that your estrogen is either low or high. But obviously this episode is focusing on low estrogen. That may be a sign that your estrogen is too low. Feel me? Potentially. Or it could be too high, or your testosterone could be too low. Speaking of that, I'm gonna continue on this one. But what y'all gotta know too, and I gotta make sure I say this, your estrogen for a man, men can get away with estrogen being low, right? When I say too low, I mean like your estrogen is too low. It's low, like unsafe low. Men obviously can get away with low estrogen, but this is when you'll really notice more negative effects. And that's if your testosterone is low. That's if your testosterone is low too. If your testosterone is low and you're noticing, your testosterone is low and your estrogen is low, you're going to have a lot of these side effects that I'm talking about. Period. I don't care what you hear from anybody or what anybody say. You feel me? Your estrogen, if your estrogen and your testosterone is low, you're gonna have these symptoms. I don't care what you say or what you're doing. So I say that to say that you can get away with a low estrogen level if your testosterone is very healthy or high. It's pretty much the point that I'm trying to get across. So if your testosterone levels are higher than normal or average or at a good space, you probably won't go through a lot of these symptoms, these low estrogen symptoms, if your estrogen is low. But if it's too low, you're going to experience at least one of these that I'm going over today for sure. I don't care how high your damn testosterone is. All right. Now, here's the third symptom. And look, if you just hopped on the video, go ahead and throw a like if y'all want me to continue to go through these symptoms. And, if y'all want me to continue to go through these symptoms and to talk about this next symptom. All right. And let's see. KC, he said, my butt too flat to jiggle. All right. Yeah, that's good, man. It's good that your butt is flat, fam. You know what I'm saying? You're a dude, so yeah, let's hope. Now, I'm going to keep it 100, though. Let me tell y'all something that's real funny before I go into this next symptom. The whole flat butt thing, right, as a dude. Some women actually like a man to have like a butt, but obviously not like, you know what I'm saying? Like you shit jiggling more than hers. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you don't want your butt to be hitting a Harlem Shake when you walking. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. That ain't manly or masculine at all. That damn for sure ain't alpha, right? But, like no homo, y'all. But me personally, I have a big butt. But the reason why I have a big butt is because my glute muscles, right? It's because of my glute muscles. So in all actuality and truth, it's because I'm a muscular guy. Now, if we got a lot of fat on our ass, that's different. That's a whole different ballgame. All right. So I just want to put that out there since that comment made that KC made that comment. Right. So it is what it is. Yo, Christian Dozer, salute, man. Said big fan. Keep it up. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna keep it going. Straight up. Dark memes. So you're doing awesome work, but you should do good marketing as well. Hey, thanks, man. Love from India. Yeah, man. I'm gonna definitely improve on my marketing. If you're talking about virility, yeah, man. Listen. If you're talking about virility, man, we just started. I just officially publicly launched Virility March the 3rd. Okay. And guys, a lot of guys have received virility. So it is what it is, guys. I see what you're saying, Darkman. You're talking about I should probably take this to a whole nother level with the podcast. Go to StreamYard. Yeah, I do need, you right. You right. Look, man, a man can admit when he's wrong, or a man can admit when he needs to improve. That's a real man, and that's alpha. And you're right, man. I do need to improve in my marketing. And I'm definitely gonna be working on that. So shoot, email me, man. It sounds like you got some good knowledge, Dark Memes. Email me. Because I am gonna work on my marketing. I'm starting out, guys, so I don't have a lot of funding for all that, but I'm working on all that. I'm working on getting my funding and all that, and pretty soon, man, my stuff will be all over. It's just gonna take some time. But anyway, all right, y'all. So back to the topic, back to the symptom. All right, this next symptom. Let's see if I got a little drum roll popping. Just fucking with y'all, man. All right, the next symptom is erectile dysfunction. All right. Erectile dysfunction is a sign of low estrogen. All right. It is a sure sign. Now I know y'all like, well, damn. Okay. So if my testosterone is low, I could deal with erectile dysfunction. If my estrogen is low, I could deal with erectile dysfunction. If my estrogen is too high, I could deal with erectile dysfunction. It is what it is, brothers. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, that's just the way that it is. I feel like, the funny thing with estrogen too, this is why estrogen is so important, because we got to make sure that we balance that. This is something that I want y'all to embrace as men, okay? As my fellow kings. The reason why estrogen is important and why we need to know about estrogen is because we have to balance that. Testosterone, the whole goal is like, yeah, man, get at a high level, boom, boom, boom. The more testosterone, the better. But estrogen is more or less like, all right, bet. I still need this, so I don't need to completely get rid of that shit, because it's necessary and imperative for my health. But at the same time, I don't want it to be too high, because then it'll start digging and dabbing with my testosterone, and now it's even more mess. It's even more of a mess. That's why this is important. That's why I'm doing a video on estrogen, even though I'm the testosterone coach. That's why, guys, it's very important that you accept that. Estrogen is fucking important. Period. So look, this is one of the common symptoms of low estrogen levels, guys. So this is like the telltale sign as well. This is a big symptom for low estrogen. And that's your dick not getting hard. That's your penis not standing at attention. That's you chick, you feeling this chick in your mind. You like, man, I just want to like rip her whole torso out. You know what I'm saying? And you can't even do nothing. You see what I'm saying? Or your joint might be getting up. It might be getting hard. It might be coming up. And then right when you about to throw it in, or right when you putting it in, next thing you know, your shit is like kind of like, Guys, this is a sign. This is a sign of low estrogen and low testosterone and high estrogen. This is good information, man. I'm glad I could share this with y'all. All right. Now look, y'all know I live by this. Erectile dysfunction is not something to be ashamed of, guys. You know what I'm saying? Your body is just having some difficulties keeping the balance of your hormones right. I really want to push this narrative to my virility kings. If you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, stop being ashamed. Don't let no woman manipulate you and make you feel less than. Don't feel less than. Don't take it to heart. Because trust and believe, it's a lot of men that know exactly what you're going through and feeling, including me. Y'all want to know why I'm doing this movement, Virility Kings, and why I stand in position to lead and to give y'all info and to try to lead y'all in a direction of growth in these areas? Because I done paid the price. I've paid the price. I've been through these things. Everything that y'all hear me talking to y'all about, I've been there. Even feeling less than, and even feeling, not worthy, or feeling less than because of it. And I'm here to encourage you guys and let you guys know that if you're dealing with this, there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's greener on the other side. And you're going to get over this. I know in the moment it feels like, man, this shit is not going to change. I know it's embarrassing. I know when you get with a chick, you're like, damn, I hope my dick get hard. Like, I hope I don't have these issues. I know the anxiety. I know all that shit. And I'm here to tell y'all, I went from going through that to chicks not even being able to handle me. Chicks not being able to even handle me. I went from having libido issues, I went from having sex drive issues to me wanting 3 rounds minimum. 3 rounds minimum. 2 to 3 rounds minimum. All right. So don't be embarrassed, guys. Don't be ashamed. And damn for sure don't be discouraged. Because I'm going to keep bringing y'all powerful information that can help y'all go from, if you are dealing with that, go from here to here. And you're like, yo, this is where it's at. All right. So, like I said, man, your body is just having, it's having an imbalance with your hormones. That's it. Women go through this shit too. Women have dry spells. You know what I'm saying? Women go through dry spells. They go through changes in their hormones, and they go through a lot of these things, man. Yeah, it's just, some men go through that too. And a lot of the reasons, a lot of it comes from ignorance. It comes from, health levels being low. It comes from a number of things that need to be catered to. It comes from diet, the levels of diet, the lack of exercise. It comes from a number of things, guys. Health, drinking alcohol, smoking weed. You feel me? Definitely drinking alcohol, man. I know a lot of guys like to drink, but I'm here to tell you, man, all drinking alcohol gonna do is increase your estrogen and lower your testosterone, man. Straight up. All we gonna do is raise your estrogen. Straight up. I ain't judging none of y'all. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. But I'm just keeping it 1,000. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Gotta think, man. We gotta use our minds. You feel me? So just know if you're going through these issues, man, it doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. Don't let nobody make you feel lower than or less than, guys. We are worthy, man. We was worthy before we even came out of our mom's vaginas. All right? You're worthy, dog. I don't care what you're going through, what you're experiencing. You are a man, you're a king, and you're worthy. Period. Point blank, period. All right? Now, look, if you have trouble getting or maintaining an erection, this is often a sign that your hormones are not as they should be. It's a clear sign. It's like your body is letting you know, like, yo, man, bro, we got to do something about these hormones, man. We got to do something. Either we do something or you ain't going to be able to get your dick up. Point blank, period. You should ask for help as soon as the symptoms start so that it doesn't affect your sex life. And what do a lot of us do, man? A lot of us, we don't ask for help. Why? Because of the things that I was just saying a few minutes ago. A lot of us are ashamed. The societal stigmas and, the societal standards. Guys and men don't go asking for help because they're scared. They're like, nah, man, if I go ask somebody about it, they're going to judge me, or they're going to think I'm not a man or a man enough, or they're going to look at me like I ain't shit, or they're going blah, 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 blah. Bro, all of that is bullshit. It's simply just something that needs to be catered to. It's simply a problem or issue that can be fixed by catering to the issue. Right? It's just like if you drive in a car and your gas is running out. Now you're out of gas. Oh shit, what you gonna do? Your car shut off on you. That shit is coughing at you like, nigga, please put something in me. And it cuts off. Now what you gonna do? Is the car a piece of shit now? Is the car done for a piece of shit because it ran out of gas? No, certainly not. What you gonna do? You're gonna go get some gas and you're gonna put gas in the vehicle. That's all of this is, man. That's what any issue is. Even if we're having physical issues, hormonal issues, mental issues, emotional issues. That's all it is, man. Just need to cater to the situation and the situation to be fixed. It doesn't mean that the individual, something's wrong with the individual. It just means that they're in need of something. And once they get that and it gets catered to, you pristine and you back to normal. All right. So keep that in mind, y'all. All right. Now I ain't gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. It is a hard conversation to talk about. So I don't want y'all to think that, I don't want you to feel weird because you may feel ashamed. I totally understand. All right. I totally understand it. But I just want y'all to go to a place where you really understand that it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And if you with a chick and she don't want to fuck with you anymore because you're having problems, she ain't for you. Let her go. That ain't what you want anyway. You don't want a woman like that. You don't want a chick like that. You want a woman that's gonna love you and rock with you regardless. You hear me? You want a woman that's gonna rock with you, love you, and shit. Be trying to help you solve the problem too. Like, all right, what can we do about this? You feel me? Forget all them chicks for the streets. If they coming in and you having some issues getting up and they're like, oh, I can't deal with this shit. Dick up. What the fuck? Man, that chick for the streets. Let her go. Straight like that. And before I finish the symptom, like I said earlier, man, this could be low testosterone. This could be a number of things. It could be low testosterone. It could be your estrogen's too high. It could be that you ain't even eating enough carbs. And I know that this ain't a testosterone video. I know we're focusing on estrogen, but I just want y'all to know that if you're not getting adequate energy source, which is going to be carb or fat, mostly carb, then that will pretty much diminish your sex driving and start to go in on your hormones, testosterone and all that, which could essentially cause erectile dysfunction. So that's something to think about, y'all. Keep that in mind. All right, man. Are y'all ready for the next symptom? Yo, if y'all ready for me to go into this next symptom, I need to see some fours in the chat. And if you just hopped on the video, go ahead and like the video. If y'all want me to go into this next symptom, go ahead and throw some fours in the chat. Literally, you're just gonna go to the chat, type a four in there, boom. I'll be right back. While y'all typing in fours, I'll be right back. I got some chicken cooking, man, so I gotta make sure it's good, y'all. Multitasking. All right, y'all. I'm back. So I got 1-4 in here. I'm gonna just assume that everybody else that's in the video want to see it too. All right. If you haven't liked the video, go ahead and throw a like on the video, y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and get into this next symptom, which is a very important symptom. Very important, and I think it's overlooked in a lot of ways. And some people don't even know that they're experiencing these things. I had no clue that I was experiencing them when I was going through it. Right. So this is very important. All right. So this one, real quick, I'm gonna answer this question because this is a very important question. KC said, "Is your supplement like TRT in a pill?" Absolutely not. No, it is not testosterone. Virility is 100% potent herbs, natural herbs, right? And 2 vitamins, magnesium, zinc. And when you go to the website, when you go to superhumanlabs.store, you can see all of it. You can see all the site is actually redone. So as you scroll down the site, you can see all the ingredients, everything that's in it. You can see the herbs, the descriptions of the herbs, how they could benefit you. And then you'll also see other essential ingredients that shows you, like long jack, tonkat ali, what is it? Tonkat ali, gold, high 365. He said, "I just received my first shipment today. Purpose of taking it before bedtime." You don't have to take it before bedtime, guys. Let me tell you what happened. I'm gonna have to get with my branding team, right? Because I don't know why. So one of my design guys put take 3 before bed. You don't have to take 3 before bed, okay? You can take 1 in the morning with a morning meal. You could take 1 at lunch with the lunch meal, and then you could take 1 at dinner, or you could take 2 with lunch. You know what I'm saying? Or 2 with your dinner meal, or whatever the case, and then 1 another time. Just take 3 a day, and I highly suggest that you eat some food before you take it. I mean, not before you take it. Yeah, before you take it, yeah. So take it with food. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was actually a slight miscommunication between me and my team, man. But it's all right. I'm gonna work on that and get that switched up for y'all. Also got something else coming for y'all too, man. Superhuman Labs. We're gonna have a lot of products that's gonna be helping a lot of situations. Obviously, I'm starting with my men, so we're gonna drop a whole men's line. The next one that we're working on is actually a sexual enhancement supplement, and that's going to be 100% tailored to sexual enhancement, which is going to be amazing. If you taking Virility and I ain't even gonna say the name of what this other one is though. I ain't gonna say the name of this other one because I'm waiting. I ain't gonna hit y'all with that yet. We still got things going and producing and production and all that. But if you take both of these, you're gonna be on Mars. That's all I'm saying. If you want your girl toes, neck, eyes, ears, fingers to curl, if you want all that to curl while you doing your thing, you're gonna definitely appreciate what's coming next. But all right, y'all. So here's the other symptom, all right, of low estrogen. If you just hopped on the video, guys, this episode is about low estrogen and the symptoms of too low estrogen for men. All right. Now, this symptom is depression and anxiety. Depression and anxiety. And my guy that just left that chat, I'm gonna get to your chat. I'm just gonna go over this symptom, and then after I finish the symptom, I'll go over any questions that y'all have in the chat. All right. Depression and anxiety. These are 2 big, very important symptoms that either get overlooked or people don't know the experience they're going through it. Men don't, especially men, the way that we taught to be in this world, we don't even realize it or even acknowledge that we're going through these things, man, and just think that it's just normal. But it's not, right? But this is a symptom, and this could be it could potentially be because your estrogen is too low, right? Now, hormonal imbalance can have a profound effect on your mental health. That's why it's so important, man. That's why it's so important that people, especially my men, are aware of their hormonal health because it can affect your mental health, man, tremendously. It affected mine, man. I was going through all types of shit mentally, man, and didn't know what was wrong, didn't understand what was going on. But when I got that knowledge, it helped me in a lot of ways. Low levels of estrogen or testosterone can cause both depression and anxiety. All right. These problems are often compounded by the fact that you feel very tired all the time, you know, or are concerned over your sexual performance and other sexual or sex related issues. Okay. If you feel low for no apparent reason, I'm talking about like if you just feel down for nothing, you know what I'm saying? Or like you chilling with your people, or you might even be around friends or something like that, and out of nowhere you just feel low and you don't know why. You're like, the hell is going on? There's a good chance it could be, one of the symptoms of low estrogen levels or potentially your estrogen being low. It could be depression. You could be depressed. Like for me, I went through depression all through my childhood and adolescence stages and adulthood intermittently, in and out of depression because of a lot of the things that I was going through experiencing in life. So it's very easy to be in and out of depression and don't even know and think it's normal, especially if you was a child and you were going through this. You don't know no better. You're like, shit, well, I mean, this is just how it's always been. So I don't know. I don't realize anything's wrong. But it's something to really, really think about, guys. It could be low estrogen and it could be your estrogen being low, and that's why it's happening, right? Really, the biggest thing is it's really super important to seek help, as the other symptoms will only drag you further down into depression. When you're going through these different symptoms, it's going to make you, it could potentially make you depressed. It could potentially make you anxious. Think about it. I'm going to really link this real quick just to kind of open your mind to this concept, right? So if your dick ain't getting hard, right, that's pretty depressing. That's that. I know all too well about that type of depression, y'all. It's very depressed. It's very depressing, especially when you want to do it and you want to do your thing, but things just ain't working right. It's very depressing. Also, say you with a chick or you getting with your chick or you getting with a chick and, your joint ain't cooperating, or you've already been through it numerous times where you got with a chick and your dick didn't get hard. What you think that's going to cause next time you get around another chick? Anxiety. Now you're going to be anxious the whole time because you're like, oh man, I hope my dick get hard. I hope it get hard. I hope my dick get hard, which will further make the symptoms even worse. So that's why low estrogen is just, it's very important to do something about it and to know about it or understand that that's what you're potentially going through, because I'm telling you, it's nothing but a downward spiral. Man, that didn't help at all. It's nothing but a downward spiral, y'all. Maybe if I back up a little bit, y'all, I'm gonna back up and see if that'll help me out. There we go. It's a little better. All right. But yeah, it's a downward spiral, man, and it could potentially just cause more issues. It could potentially cause depression and anxiety and all these things. So that's why it's just important, man, to really understand and figure out what's going on. So that's one of the symptoms, y'all. All right, let me check out this comment. Let me see. Hi. It says let's see. Are there any natural supplement to get rid of gyno after wrong cycle side effects with surgery? There are some things that you could utilize, right? It's a little more, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a supplement. I will tell you this. Some guys that's taking Virility are saying that they're noticing changes in the appearance of their chest. No cap. I could literally pull up the video. Matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post that as a review today. Where one guy, he like, man, I see a difference in my chest. A couple of guys are actually talking about how they're noticing, the targeting of their chest region, the fat lowering. And what I chalk that up to is the natural aromatase inhibitors that's in Virility, the herbs in Virility that may work as a natural aromatase inhibitor. So, I mean, you could try Virility out, man, and see if it helps you or see if you notice some benefit to it concerning, any type of gyno or pseudo-gyno. Obviously, it's not going to rid you of gyno. I mean, if you have a gynoid or a gland of breast tissue behind your nipple, the actual gland, you're going to have to get that removed. But there's ways to change the appearance. There's ways to, there's ways to lower the noticeability. And I teach guys how to do that in my 8-week course. So, yeah, if you don't know about my 8-week course, it's something to invest in because there's a lot of good information in that course that could literally help you lower your gyno naturally and lower the noticeability of it. So it's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive either. I think it's $445 right now, right? And I'm seeing some of these other courses, man. A lot of people tell me I'm lowballing on that course. They say I should be selling that for at least $1,500, at least $1,500. But it ain't all about the money, man. I'm really trying to help my guys, man, with that and help guys lower gyno naturally and lower the noticeability of it. So there's some good info on there. If you're interested in that course, just contact me or comment on this video or email me. VirilityKings@gmail.com. VirilityKings@gmail.com. All right, y'all. So here's the next and last symptom. The next and last symptom of low estrogen, y'all. Low estrogen levels. And it's simply going to be irritability. Irritability, guys. So just feeling irritable, This is also a very common side effect of low estrogen. I actually, I purposely was trying to lower my estrogen at one point, and I was taking DIM, and I was going in on DIM, taking a lot of DIM. And what happened was my E3 levels got too low. And when I went and talked to my physician about it, he checked my hormone levels for me. He was like, "Hey, man, I've noticed a drastic drop in your estrogen levels. Like, what's going on?" And I told him, I'm like, "Man, well, I've been taking DIM. I've been taking DIM for a while now." And he's like, "Man, yeah, your E3 levels are lower. They're real low." And I was going through a lot of the symptoms. I was going through a lot of these symptoms. And I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm like, what the fuck going on? So irritability is one. Irritability is one, right? Now, besides depression and anxiety, you might suffer from, just feeling irritated, like by stuff that don't even really bother you like that. It ain't even really that big of a deal, but you feel irritated, you feel aggravated. You're like, yo, this is crazy. Mood swings will come and go in rapid succession. You know what I'm saying? Leaving you emotionally drained and exhausted. Sometimes you might feel good. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, I feel sad. I feel, going through these emotional, moody changes. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women sometimes go through it when they PMSing and shit. Might get with a chick. She's like, oh, hey, I'm so happy. And then out of nowhere, she's just like, ain't saying shit, ain't talking or nothing. Like, this is a sign. Just feeling irritated, feeling very irritated, feeling on edge. This may be because your estrogen levels are low. Maybe because your estrogen is low. So it's something to think about. Something to think about, right? Now, I know I said that was the last symptom, but I'm gonna give y'all one more symptom. This is a real talk, a telltale sign. Some men might find it as a benefit, but I'm gonna tell you, I've already experienced this before, and it's not as good as you may think it is, or it's not cracked up or as good as it may be cracked up to. All right. Now, you may notice lower sensitivity on your penis. All right. Now, the reason why I said that this may be a good thing, or this may be something that you might be like, yo, this is what's up, is because you may notice that you can last longer in bed, way longer. I'm talking about, like, I'll never forget it. Last time I experienced that, me and my wife, you know what I'm saying, we was having sex, and like, I was going for I was going for like hours, man. I'm talking about like just not busting a nut, man. Like I just wouldn't bust. And it was simply because the sensitivity was lower. So though, yeah, you could have sex a lot longer, it didn't really feel super duper good to me. Like I'm just keeping it 100. Like it wasn't it wasn't super fulfilling. I actually like for my penis to be super sensitive. I like that feeling because you could feel everything. You see what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't want to get super duper sexual in here, but y'all feel what I'm saying. Like, you know, so that low sensitivity to some, it may be a blessing. Like some men may deal with premature ejaculation. I don't really deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But some men may deal with that. I have dealt with that before. But if they do deal with that, then this might help them. Well, it will help them last a lot longer. But I just think it just takes away from the actual enjoyment and pleasure of sex. So that's another symptom, y'all. Like low sensitivity on your penis, like low sensitivity in your penis to the touch. You know, not really feeling a lot. So if you've gone through that and you realizing like, yo, man, I ain't feeling. I feel it, but like it don't feel like how it normally. Your estrogen may be low or maybe getting lower. All right. So that's something to think about, y'all. But look, man, I'm glad I was able to go through these symptoms, man. This is something to definitely be aware of and definitely think about. You want to know, first of all, where you stand hormonally across the board. Secondly, you damn for sure want to know where your estrogen and your testosterone is. All right. Yeah, more than likely, I'll be doing another episode on estrogen dominance. But some of the things that you guys could be looking forward to is, like I said earlier in this episode, I'm going to be interviewing some guys, a couple guys that y'all might be aware of or y'all might know. Also going to have some of my Virility Kings or some of y'all or whoever's interested on the show, on the podcast, just to, express their experience with virility. Also going to have some guys on here, talking about, or not even just talking about, but giving advice. I want to do this. I want y'all to come on here. I want y'all to come on the show. I want y'all to keep it 100 and ask me for advice firsthand. I believe that this will help all of us tremendously. You see what I'm saying? It also gives y'all a platform too to put y'all out there or, to open up doors for y'all. So I'm excited about that, y'all. I'm excited for the episodes to come, and we're going to keep this Virility Kings podcast booming. And if y'all went to the podcast on Spotify, yeah, a couple episodes are not on there. It's because I still got to upload them, but they will be on there. All right. So look. All right, Sky High 365. He says, I've been using GNC prostate and virility for a minute. So should I wait a few days before I start virility? Nah, I don't see why you would need to wait. Nah. That's the thing. See, that's the good thing about virility, y'all. Like, this is one of the things that I love about my supplement, virility. It's not testosterone. It's not drugs. You see what I'm saying? And it's not hormones. It is literally herbs and vitamins. Period. They're potent herbs. They're effective herbs. But it's literally herbs and vitamins. So you don't have to really too much worry about any of those types of things or interactions. If you want to do research on your own time, you could definitely go ahead and do some research on the ingredients in virility and see if there's any interactions with the stuff that's in, virility, or what is it called? GNC prostate and virility. It's totally up to you. But me personally, I don't see any harm in taking virility now. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. All right. KC said this was very good. Salute, man. It definitely was, man. And I'm gonna continue this, and we're gonna keep growing, keep grinding. This is episode 7, so obviously we got a lot more episodes to come. I'm thinking about breaking it up into seasons. I got to get some interviews on this podcast first, though, before I end this season. So until those things start popping, until I get a lot of y'all or more y'all interacting on the podcast, the season ain't gonna be over. So I got to get at least about a good 5 to 10 episodes with y'all on here and with some other guys or people that I really respect on here, just so we can finish the season off good, guys. But it's still season 1, and yeah, man, we're gonna keep growing and keep grinding. So look, as always, man, I want all y'all to embrace your masculinity, man. I'm hoping and praying for all of y'all, man, to grow as men, and improve. And I'm going to focus on keep bringing this content that's going to help y'all improve mentally, physically, emotionally, man, spiritually, financially. I know I ain't really touched on that yet, y'all. I know I ain't really touched on the finances yet, but trust and believe I will. And that's going to be a part of this. Once it goes physical, once I start doing these events, once y'all can come out and actually see me, and I'm in front of y'all and I'm doing events and talking and doing seminars, I'm going to touch on some very valuable stuff, man. So super excited about that. Anyway, as always, man, salute to all of y'all, man. And most importantly, like I always say, man, embrace your masculinity. Look, I can't get up. Embrace your masculinity. All right. I need to eat. I'm starving, y'all. Salute. Y'all take care.